Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Halloween. I love Halloween so freaking much. It is my absolute favorite holiday, and at my work and everything, I'm seeing Christmas decorations already up. I'm seeing like people like talking about Christmas presents and carrying the bags and scented like gingerbread stuff, and I'm like, no, not yet, because we need Halloween first. It hasn't even been Halloween. Today is Halloween, but I was saying this already like in the beginning of October. Like, come on, people. As soon as like Halloween starts, as soon as like October starts, that's when I want Halloween all the way through. Then, as soon as Halloween's done, then you can do your Christmas stuff. But today, it's Halloween, so I wanted to build something that was absolutely massive for you guys. I think this is probably like, probably my biggest build yet, actually. It is really huge. I think there's like 8 or 9 buildings just in the village by itself alone, and originally this was a completely different build. It was gonna be kind of like in the treetops and it was gonna be really big, and then I was like, nah, I'm like, I wanna make this a little bit better, a little bit cooler if you say so. I obviously, in Simspiration fashion, of course, did a build on a 64 by 64 lot. If you guys are new and you guys haven't been to my channel before, hi, how are you? My name is Jamie. I'm also known as Simspiration here on YouTube, and yeah, I've been doing HALLOWEEK this entire week. Been trying to do and posting every single day, obviously. For those of you who are in my channel or a part of our growing beautiful little family, you guys know that we did lose like a family member not that long ago, a couple days, so I think miss a day or two, but I'm sure you all understand, and I know that a lot of you do. But today it is Halloween and I wanted to do something big, so I have been up all night and the night before just like building this, and girl, oh my god, it took me so long. I am so like burnt out right now currently, just because I have been working from 9 in the morning to like 5 o'clock right now as I'm recording it, and I have been working on this build for like a couple days, so I just really hope that you guys like it. I wanted to focus a lot on like the exterior. My interior skills are not like super cluttery. It's very plain, it's very flat. Like, I want it to be like wow from the outside. But as you can see, as this thing goes along, I had like 6 hours of recording on this thing, and I was like in and out, and obviously I was like breaking it down. And currently on this build, I think it's at 20 minutes that we did right now. I cut it all down, so if there is like a lot of jump cuts, I really like, I'm so sorry, girl, but like there was too much. But I'm sure you guys will all you guys will love this. I know you will. I think it is amazing. I love it too. I think it is so freaking cool. And oh my god, and for Halloween, for the day, I said that we were gonna go around and talk about like all the spooky stories that we might have heard. I'm gonna read off a couple that I've seen, and I'm just like so excited. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Are you going to a party? Are you going out to like trick or treat? Honestly, okay, side note, okay, I'm like 5'5", okay? Could I classify as just being a tall child? I'm done. like think about it. Okay, when I was young, I grew like fast. I was the tallest out of everyone, all the boys, everything like that in elementary school. And then I just like stopped growing in grade 7, and that was it. So technically, I could still go and like trick or treat, maybe put something over like my head, wear like a good sports bra, and then just walk around and be like trick or treat. Like I can make it like a kid's voice, you know. So I don't know, could I get away with it? I probably could. But on my other videos, I do talk about how like the year that I stopped actually going trick-or-treating because of my parents. If it was against my will, I would go trick-or-treating. But I said that like I dressed up as something and I made a little kid, like a little girl, cry all the way down my down my driveway. So if you want to hear about that story, it's somewhere in one of my videos for HALLOWEEK, so you can go. I'll put the playlist or the videos down below, but it's in one of them. But I love Halloween. I love HALLOWEEK. What are you guys, again, what are you doing? Are you going out trick-or-treating? Are you going to a party? What are you dressing up as? I love it, and I just want to embrace it before we have to like go right to Christmas. And it's just it's raining out today. Why can't it just be a day on Halloween that it's like nice? I live in Canada, so it's either really cold, there's snow, or it's just raining. And today it's raining, but like apparently that it was supposed to stop. Let me check the weather. What's it supposed to be like out? It says that it's 13 right now, and it's supposed to like rain all the way up until like 8 o'clock, and then it's supposed to be like dry for like 9 to 10, and then back rain again to 11. I'm so sad. I just feel so sad for like the kids. I got some like extra decorations that I had and that I was gonna use for my boyfriend's house. He was gonna have like a little get together, and I was gonna bring out a bunch of like decorations, and we never used them because apparently they were all for like my birthday because they all surprised me. And so I bought all this like decorations thinking that I was gonna go to a party. Turns out it was my party, and I spent like so much money on Halloween decorations, so I just figured I would just decorate my house here. And I showed my dad. I was like, look, do you like the door? Because I like made like the door a little cute, and he was like, he's like, did you do that? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you know, we're probably not gonna get like any kids, right? I was like, yes, I know, but like the vibes, Dad, the vibes, right? But I'm so excited. So I just wanted to say like thank you all for watching my HALLOWEEK. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy like 7 days, I think it is, and I love it. I want to watch like all the spooky movies tonight. What's your favorite Halloween movie? Like mine, I love watching Monster House. And if none of you know kind of like what Monster House is, it's like a house that like comes to life, and it's scary, and the kids are great, and I love the build. I love the movie, and I actually made a build of the Monster House like I think 2 years ago or like a year ago. So I think this is crazy. I think my channel is like a year and a bit old now, and we're almost at 5K. We just hit 1,100 on the gallery, so thank you all so freaking much. You guys are so wonderful. Now, what you guys are all waiting for, and what I'm waiting for, and my voice is gonna leave me because I'm talking too much, but let's do some spooky stories that I might have read, and let's listen to them. Just a little disclaimer before we actually start. All of these stories are based on true life experiences, so if that freaks you out, you can totally just skip to the very end where all like the cinematic stuff is for this build. But if you want to continue listening, then let's start. Okay. So this story takes place in the Kasha House of Honolulu, Hawaii. The Kasha House of Hawaii has been shrouded in mystery for decades. Its first bad press mention hit the Honolulu Star just months after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. According to the article, police responded to a call from a woman shouting, "She's trying to kill my children! She's trying to kill my children!" When they arrived, they found a young Hawaiian boy, 3 of his sisters, and his mother all shrieking and being tossed around by nothing. About 30 years later, the occupants of the same home on a block away from the original spooky house reported similar attacks by an unseen force. The 2 most common theories surrounding the source of these reported attacks are a demonic shape-shifting creature in Japanese folkloric origins known as Kasha, and the angry spirit of a corpse buried in the backyard. Through it has since been torn down and replaced by condos. The dark energy still lingers, according to locals and residents. Ooh, okay, that's kind of creepy. I didn't like that one at all. Okay, the next one is called Chop Chop House in Idaho. Oh my, okay. The house in 805 W Linden Street in Idaho is hard to miss. Covered in a layer of soot, with windows broken and boarded up and trash strewn about the yard, the two-story, 2,728 square foot craftsman-style home looks like an abandoned horror movie set. The true story, however, is much scarier. Locals refer to it as the boys' murder house, or even the eyebrow-raising the Chop Chop House, which is the glib reference to the gruesome homicide that took place there more than 3 decades ago. According to many who live in the neighborhood or even rented out a room in the house itself, the basement in particular exudes some haunted energy. There have been reports of shadowy figures appearing and disappearing out of nowhere, strange liquids oozing from the walls, and more. Ooh, I don't like that either. Whew. Okay, so the next one is called Sloss Furnaces, Alabama. 5 years after the Civil War, Alabama was founded. With its birth in 1871, came across the need for tons of pig iron to fix the U.S. crumbling infrastructure. Oh, Colonel James Weathers Sloss began to build the Sloss Furnaces. A year later, the company opened its doors to hundreds of employees. According to the official websites, jobs on blast furnaces were advanced but also very dangerous, and many workers started to fall to their deaths in the furnaces themselves. By the early 1900s, conditions had worsened with the cruel foreman James, who took dangerous risks to increase production. According to Reader's Digest, during his tenure at the Sloss, nearly 50 employees died on site, and many others were involved in the terrible accidents. Allegedly, his workers threw him into the furnace in retaliation in 1906. Oh my god. Today you can still walk around the grounds of the Sloss Furnaces if you dare. You may even hear Sling's voice yelling, "Get back to work," and witness other paranormal experiences. Wow, that is messed up. Oh my god. All right, this next one is called the Bell Witch in Adams, Tennessee. Now, if you guys don't know what the Bell Witch is, you can listen up to all these stuff. Okay, if you're a scary movie lover, you might actually know about the Bell Witch. The films and American Haunting and the Blair Witch Project are both based on true stories. Way back in the early 1800s, a man named John Bell moved to his family to an area in Tennessee called the Red River, which is known as the Adams, Tennessee. After they had settled down in the new home, some particular things started to happen. The Bell family began hearing some bizarre noises, including dogs barking, chains rattling, rats chewing, and a woman whispering. Soon, the woman became known as the Bell Witch, and many people believe she's a ghost of a former neighbor of the Bells, Cat Bates, or Bats, I'm assuming. Bats? Bats and the Bells had a dispute over land, and she had sworn vengeance on the Bell family before she died. Later on, Bell died from poisoning and is rumored to be the work of the Bell Witch. Like, no, thank you. The Sorency House Ghost is our next one, and this is taking place in Georgia. Oh, sweet Georgia, what you got for me? The Sorency clan began experiencing paranormal activities in the present day of Sorency, Georgia in 1870s. Family members reported witnessing objects soaring across rooms, hearing laughter and crying, and seeing red eyes staring into the house. Food was thrown from plates and utensils twisted in unusable shapes. The townspeople speculated that these occurrences were cries for help from spirits who thought the family would be able to save them. On the day the family decided to finally leave the house, a fire iron allegedly floated up and started hitting one of the sons on the head. Now, no one was ever brave enough to live in the house again, and the building went up in flames in 1925. And that was in Georgia. That's kind of creepy. I don't like that at all. I feel like the stories are getting like worse and worse as we go. All right, for this next one, all my Floridians, I'm a Canadian, but this is happening in Florida. This is called The Ghost of Bellamy Bridge in Marina, Florida. Okay, let's see what this is. for the taste of true haunting love, travel over to this spooky bridge in Marina, Florida, which has several ghost legends surrounding the structure in the early 1830s. Elizabeth Jane Groom Bellamy married local politician Dr. Samuel C. Bellamy. On their wedding night, her dress accidentally caught on fire, which covered the young bride in horrible burns. She initially survived, but eventually passed away. Elizabeth was buried along the banks of the Chipola River, and was said that her love for her husband was so strong that she couldn't resist. The deceased newlywed, dressed in white, can still allegedly be seen wandering the banks from the vantage point of the bridge, which was built after she died. It was said that she appears on fire, either walking through the swamps or diving straight into the river. It is as if to douse the flames, or somebody walking along the side of the river. Okay, if some girl is walking to me in the woods with flames and then she jumps in the water and she doesn't come out, or if I'm in the water and I see someone swim to me, girl, no way. Now that's just creepy. Alright, so this one is called Zombie Road, Wildwood, Missouri. Why is everything happening in like country land? What is going on? Outside the St. Louis lies Zombie Road, a hotbed of ghostly activities. There are more than many scary stories stemming from the Lawyer Ford Road, its actual name. From sightings of indigenous spirits wanting to stretch the victims of train accidents in the 1950s, it became a popular late 19 hangout spot, with various murders happening in the area. It also been rumored to be the home base of a murderer named Zombie. The stretch has been resurrected to be like a natural walking trail, but it is closed off at night with hefty fines for those who dare to trespass. Well, I definitely wouldn't want to go into a road that's literally called Zombie Land. Literally. And then someone's like, yeah, let's go to Zombie Land at night. Yeah, no, I'm good. Okay, so this next one is called Dead Women's Crossing, Weatherford, Oklahoma. See, everything happens in the country lands. What's going on? Okay, this one is a regular murder story. Great. Of course. Why is that a thing? Okay, in the early 1900s, Weatherford, Oklahoma, Katie DeWitt James left her home with her baby after she filed divorce from her husband. She planned to move in with her cousin, but the family never heard from her. After the investigation, it turned out that she moved in with a local friend. She was last seen leaving the house with Franny and her child in a carriage. Franny, her friend, returned with the child, who was covered in blood, without Katie. Her body was found along the nearby creek with her head cut off. It was rumored that her ex-husband had killed her with Franny's help, but Franny claimed that she wasn't involved in Katie's death. But one day, she was supposed to be questioned by the police, but she poisoned herself. Katie's still around, though, at night, with allegedly appears as a blue light floating around the town, with people having reported hearing a woman looking for her baby and rolling sounds of wheels. Ooh, okay, that one was kind of creepy. I don't like that at all. All right, and I think we have time for maybe one or two more, but let's go. Okay, so this one is in the Myrtles Plantation, San Francisco in Louisiana. Oh my God, there's a theme. Actually, I do believe that Sam and Colby actually went to this house not that long ago for like a ghost investigation. So let's actually read this here. The numerous spirits haunting the plantation, built in 1796 in St. Francisville, Louisiana, the most known entity is named Chloe. According to the official website, it is said that the plantation owner, Clark Woodruff, carried on an affair with an enslaved person named Chloe, which was ended abruptly. She began to eavesdrop on Clark when he was in a conversation with these guys, and I guess like in her room, and as she was listening, the guys opened the door and she fell right in front of Clark and he chopped off her ear. And then she began to poison the rest of the family with a birthday cake, leaving him alone. The other enslaved people knew what was going on and hanged her. She supposedly still remains on the property, with a photograph from 1992 where her spirit is reportedly visible. Ugh, that is awful. Okay, enough of those. Okay, guys, I am so sorry if my reading is kind of awful, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed all these kind of creepy, like, little stories. And happy Halloween, you guys. Please let me know what you guys are dressing up as, or what are you doing. And yeah, if you like this video, maybe please consider like, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you all later. Bye, guys. Ooh. I'm so lame.